thế mình cũng hiểu sao đi chơi cái phong cách mà người yêu của tôi ấy kiểu như này, còn cái phong cách mà tôi mới tới thì nó lại như này.
Biến đổi thường xuyên em thêm phần sinh động ở đây, màu sắc để gây led nổi thật có thể điều chỉnh bằng điện thoại. Anh em hỏi mình cái cách làm có đơn giản không thì mình xin trả lời đó là cực kỳ đơn giản. Nó sẽ có sẵn cái lớp keo đằng sau, anh em tháo ra và anh em đi keo hoặc là anh em nhét vô những cái keo nó ở trên xe là nó cố định.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So it's away we go then. Well, for anyone whose allegiances lie with the red half of Manchester, this man for so long was an unsung hero. One of the most decorated defenders in the... And the finish! They've scored! And the game springs instantly to life.
That's the purpose and intensity they showed from the first moment. They really did fly out of the blocks here.
He knows it's taken a big and very kind deflection, but he is claiming it nonetheless. Manchester United are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Vieira. Kaka. And here's Cruyff. Cruyff going face-to-face with his great rival. And it's Ibrahimovic. Oh, good read.
He read that.
And the shot! It's in! Not one, but two. It is a dream start. Perfect placement. The one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
Cruyff. Kong and Hanoi look comfortable already. Two to the good and flying. Works it forward. Aguero. And it's Kukçu. Now it's Aguero. Varane promptly onto that, and that is that. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. And it's Cruyff. Now there's a real chance! In he goes again! Yes! And they're threatening to fly away here. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
That's smart play from him, actually, Peter. That goal was all about positioning. He knew instinctively where to be should the keeper have gotten a little jittery.
Mbappe! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Great football, shot and save.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Impressive jump! And it's in! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring. And that's it. So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening.
Thì mình phải có sáng làm để kiếm tiền, mình xây được cái nhà, mình đất có đất rồi thì mình phải muốn cố gắng mua được cái xe, được cái nọ kia, giả dụ như hai vợ chồng thì không nói, đều được quen nhau lấy nhau, hai vợ chồng nói hai cái con cái thì cũng không thể làm được các để con cái của đẻ được, thế là đúng rồi. Tân tiến thì mình phải cố gắng có được cái kịp phải đạt thì mình có thể làm được có thể làm đi tới đâu được mình bắt đầu từ ngay.
Anh vừa nói thì nó đúng. Nói sao ta? Tại vì cuộc sống của anh á, anh cảm thấy là bây giờ nó rất là ok rồi. Tại vì thêm một cái nữa là quan niệm sống của anh á, về vật chất á, anh cũng chả muốn cái gì là nhiều hết. Đối với em xe thì có đi, là được, nhà có ở là được. Còn để mà em dòm một người ta có cái này, mình phải cố gắng để em có luôn cho nó. Nếu như khả năng em đạt được á thì nó không thành vấn đề, nhưng mà khả năng mình không đạt được, mình cố gắng rồi mình cứ lao theo nó. Cái cuộc sống nó không có ý nghĩa ổn, đúng không? Dạ đúng. Em muốn một người đàn ông như vậy thì chắc là anh không phải là. Nhưng mà cái này là nhiều có xe, như là xe mình riêng đi. Đó, chiếc riêng đó thì khoảng 10 năm nữa thì chiếc riêng đó là mình phải chạy, là mình không có đạp số nữa. Nó xe ra tay ga thì mình cũng phải nâng cấp mình lên tay ga đó, mình đỡ đạp số thì mình thuận tiện hơn cho công việc di chuyển của mình chứ, đúng không? Không, em thấy chạy xe thì ok. Em thì ok nhưng mà vợ con em sẽ không ok. Bởi vậy em mới tìm một người là có một cái cách sống giống như. Sao em lại bắt con em cũng phải sống gì? Không, em không bắt con em, chỉ có một đứa con mà rồi con em thì em tạo cho nó những cái điều kiện cơ bản nhất để ở cái điểm mà không không ép nó, không phải cái này không được, bởi vì con em đã bị cái sự gò bó. Mẹ muốn con em không có được cái tạo cho nó một cái cơ sở về vật chất, nó muốn học nhìn học và cảm thấy thoải mái trong cuộc sống của em. Không làm lấy đâu em tạo được cho con cái cơ sở vật chất vậy hồi sinh. Em ơi, không có bao giờ gọi là sức đó giờ bố là dành này để cuối rồi không làm được. Bây giờ có em không giờ em không gì, vợ em ăn rồi con em ăn, em sống như vậy cái tiền có như vậy á thì mình phải nói chung là có cuộc sống liệu hợp lý, cái gì hợp lý với cái số tiền đó. Nhưng mà ví dụ như em cầu tiến em làm kiếm tiền nhiều hơn, hỏi em ra em đi làm thì em cố gắng làm chỉ để không có cái môi trường để mình làm. Giờ em muốn đi vào nhà nông. Ở 31 tuổi mà em đi 60 tuổi thì nó sẽ đi rồi. Thì cái suy nghĩ của em là cuộc sống là như vậy đó.
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. And that gets things running. Well, it's clear what the manager wants here. His aim is to dominate in the wide areas, isn't it?
Yeah, I suspect that the wide men have been instructed to combine with the two forwards playing off the central striker, providing support or rotating with them while being the main suppliers of crosses. This is all about end product.
Kaká. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Lovely bit of skill. Kaká getting up there! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And this is Ibrahimovic. Ibrahimovic. He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. Tries to play it through. He's onside. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Thuram tries to pass it through. Crosses it in here. Cleared without hesitation. Can he spark a counter here? And here's Cruyff.
Rafael Varane is someone I've always liked a lot for his incredible discipline and intelligence, Peter. So often having to play a covering role for a more aggressive partner, he really has made that...
Tries a shot! Goal! River Plate! Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
It was wonderful vision to see the movement ahead. And how about the weight of that pass? Ideal.
River Plate have penetrated for the first time.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
Nicely weighted ball. Oh, played right into his path. Lam. And the shot! A real chance and a real let-off.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Now it's Ibrahimovic. And it's Hullet. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played. Well stopped.
Chance here to counter. Vieira is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Kong and Hanoi are behind here despite their... And the finish! And yes, it's there! They're level in a trice!
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch. Yeah, that's really well played, Peter. It's very, very simple. The ball through to him was just beautifully measured.
We're looking at a different game now.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
It's a pretty loose pass. Rummenigge, and he's been shifted off it. That has not gone well. Vieira spots it and intercepts. And the counter is on. Now it's Cruyff. Kaká has the space to scheme. Oh, that is a good ball to find him.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Flashes it across. River Plate have the chance to go the other way. Thuram. Well, we expected better, and so did he. Can he get onto this? He has found a way through. Bullish header! Harmlessly behind.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Vieira. Cruyff. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Roberto Carlos looking to pass their way up the pitch. And it's Vieira. And here's Cruyff. Cruyff. Ibrahimovic. That's very neat. Ibrahimovic! That was superb goalkeeping.
Ibrahimovic is offering a wry smile there.
Kong and Hanoi have their second corner now. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. And now a sudden chance to counter. And it's half-time. So it's all square. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. So there was the first half.
Well, I think it's been a fantastic watch with chances created at either end. But it has to be said, neither team have been particularly clinical with their finishing.
So all square at half-time, each side matching the other blow for blow at the break. There's the whistle then to start the second half. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Oh, he's getting hounded, really hounded. Knocks it into space. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
That's been cut out, well played. Aimed beyond the defence. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Pass somewhat off target. Great vision. Oh, well played, well sorted out. That has been cut short. Oh, easy pickings there. Looking for the run. Now it's Mbappe. And there's his chance to lead the counter. River Plate have quite a reputation for being combative, confrontational, just in your face, Jim.
It's well rehearsed, Peter. It's testament to their excellent work ethic, really. the way they always go chasing the ball in numbers, and they can keep it up late into a game too.
Kaká looking to play him in. Can he get it through? And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Varane makes the interception. Kaká might just make this. Oh, they could break here. That's a lovely, neat pass. Quarter of an hour into the second half. This is a promising build-up. That's a shade optimistic. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Oh, it's taken out. That'll be a foul. Yellow or red? It is red. River Plate are down to 10 men. So changes afoot here, and from both sides.
Número 17, número 8, entran número 12, número 7, número 10.
Tries a measured ball. Now that's well seen too. River Plate appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple. Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Now it's Mbappe. He's having a hit! Vieira is always scanning the pitch for targets. Kong and Hanoi perhaps contemplating their next change here. And this is Ibrahimovic. Challenge just a bit on the firm side.
Ibrahimovic clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
Played into space. He's having a pop! Another one of football's and how moments.
Mbappe fully appreciates that he could have won it then, and now he'll be all the keener not to lose it. Kong and Hanoi really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved. This is the time you need that pace.
And here's Hullet. Hullet powering forward here. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. He steps in, and that's the end of that. And it's been hooked away. pull it, and the shot!
โอ้ดิด
And no! He had to, and yet he could not.
Cambio en el River Plate. Número 15.
Well, the two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time.
Número 3.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. Now that is a hefty challenge. River Plate can breathe again, just.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
ไม่เอาไม่
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure. I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to...
Chuyền của bóng thì cái địt mẹ mày.
No, that's been intercepted.
Se van a jugar 2 minutos de compensación.
Gerrard. Rafinha quietly revving up. Cruyff. And here's Owen.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any
Hey.
risks.
And time is up. Well, nothing to separate the sides in the end. Not for the want of desire, drive or determination. No complaints. Your reflections then, Jim.
Listen, the more this game went on, a draw was always likely to be on the card. So overall, I don't think anyone will be complaining too much about what they've got.
So just time for me to say thank you.
Cái gì làm sao?
Ủa mày thích nói mày bây giờ mày ở phân mày điện thoại đi bố cho cái địa chỉ luôn bố mày ngồi bố mày ở đường Nguyễn Thị Sách ông khẳng định bố mày Nguyễn Thị Sách bố chọn cái nào vẫn có ở đường nào mày cho bố địa chỉ ông khẳng định không trong đó cái bố mày cho bố khẳng định có khẳng định bố cho cái đúng 66 Nguyễn Thị Sách bố chọn được chưa?
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So straight into the action. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
I'd say Petr Cech. I'm trying to come up with a flaw in his game, and I can't. Dependable and strong in every aspect of a goalkeeper's job, and he breeds confidence for his defence.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. Looking for options for movement. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
He's in a good position here. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Now it's Cruyff. And the pass is intercepted. Vieira. Now, can they get him away? Oh, that's a fine interception. Kaka. It has been a rather gentle affair so far. Messi. Vieira proves too strong, too smart. And it's Cruyff. Oh, nicely intercepted. Thuram makes the interception. Now it's Messi. Lahm. First quarter of an hour gone. Looking to pass their way up the pitch.
It's not the game we were hoping for, Peter. I think both of these keepers could text about their respective uninvolvement.
Lahm is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Kaka. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
St Mirren really look like a team that's set up to absorb pressure. They don't mind being on the back foot.
But with something up their sleeve.
Yeah, they clearly feel they can hit hard on the counter-attack thanks to their pacey options.
Kaka.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Oh, that looks a cracking ball. Pullet unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Lahm ventures forward. Vieira. And it's Roberto Carlos. Delicate ball, and it needs to be. And he shoots! They want to be quick to recover this. Kaka. And the counter is on. Now it's Cruyff. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Kaka. Kaka. This is promising. And that is a little undercooked. Cruyff. Well timed, excellent interception. Vieira. And it's Lahm. Plays a sharp little ball here. Rummenigge. Well, we've seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Still looking for the first breakthrough, and it is nearly half-time now. Now it's Mbappe. And here's Cruyff. Cruyff. And it's Roberto Carlos. Stam. Nicely weighted ball. Looking to play him in. Lahm. Can he get on the end of this? Messi. He's picked his way through. And it's Lahm. Now that looks a decent ball. Shot could be Cruyff! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Cruyff actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Vieira. And here's Cruyff. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Lahm has it out wide and in space. Now that's a fine challenge.
Nhiều
And
là
we've
tất
reached
cả gì
half-time.
quay đâu.
A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. Some first-half thoughts?
Well, simply put, Peter, they haven't been good enough to trouble the opposition. They need to play with more courage in the second half and a lot more intent.
Well, it's been a half that hasn't lacked suspense or intrigue. It's only lacked goals. 0-0 at the break.
Substitution for St. Mirren, number 11.
Down to business again.
Number 10.
Kong and Hanoi really are going to need to improve in a hurry if they don't want to fall behind here. Upping the intensity and the tempo will be their starting point.
Number 9. Gareth Bale.
And he cuts out the supply. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Oh, good take in a good area. St Mirren can breathe again, just.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Vieira has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Shevchenko is in a really good position out wide. Oh, sweet feet. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Roberto Carlos. Aims beyond the defence. That's tidy. I think that's a corner. Yes, it is. And we have our very first corner. And now a sudden chance to counter. A poorly directed kick from the keeper. He's given it away. Well, they continue each to cancel the other out. Cruyff, of course, a dribbler of outlandish ability. That's beautifully weighted. That's the keeper's ball. Ibrahimovic being hunted in packs.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind him up in the process, Peter.
And here's Messi. Messi gets flagged offside.
Substitution for St. Mirren, number 14.
St Mirren have turned to their bench and we're going to have a substitution.
Lionel Messi coming on the field. Number 18. Pavel Nedved. Number 22. Kaká.
Well, that is one way to stop him. Tries to play it through. Very few chances to talk of, Jim. Defence is, it seems, on top here.
Yes, 0-0 and little promise of a goal due to the shot-shy nature of this contest, but I'm not giving up on it. There's plenty energy on the pitch, not to give up hope just yet.
Oh, important interception. Deftly away. Vieira is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. And this is Shevchenko, looking for the run. Thuram tries to pass it through. And Shevchenko! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Thuram. And Sylvestre. And it's Varane. Seedorf.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Now it's Mbappe. Just about up to 75 minutes. Desailly did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Kaka. Oh, well played. He got back really well.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
This is it then, now or never. Bale. Nedved, never out of the action for very long. Can he get it through? Oh, well measured.
There's nothing more infuriating for a fan than seeing passing without penetration. They're just stuck in a rut.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now it's Bale. Bale going face-to-face with his great rival. Kaka. It's Seedorf. The most accurate pass. Now, what about a counter-attack? Seedorf demonstrating his defensive quality there. Cruyff. Oh, played right into his path. And that's a shoot!
úi địt mẹ mày.
And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Substitution on the field. Number 15.
Well, they've got to get everyone forward, and maybe even the keeper.
Number 17. Patrick Vieira. Number 22. Kaká. Number 18. Zlatan Ibrahimovic.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Coming on the field. Number 16. Rodri.
Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
21.
Roberto Carlos, all perfectly measured that, and he's certainly onside here. Luis Suarez flings in across. Sylvestre attempts a clearance.
Ê, mày cút vào đấy không vào đi.
So a
Đã
tough
lùi.
one to gauge. Defensive dominance
sợ thật.
combined with wastefulness in attack, and the outcome inevitable. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Kong and Hanoi certainly had some good moments, Peter. There were plenty of encouraging spells that
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So we're up and running. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Yeah, Gerard Piqué. He's just about the toughest opponent you can imagine when it comes to one-on-one tussles, Peter. Pretty much unbeatable in the air or on the ground. He's also very comfortable on the ball and quite adept at picking a pass, whether it be long or short.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. And it's Xavi. And here's Azar. Oh, that's fabulous. And the finish! It's bounced back off the post.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Now, can they get him away? That is a brilliant interception. Rodri. And here's Shevchenko. Mateus.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Rijkaard. Looking to play him in. Best. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
It's a promising position. Well cut out. No margin for error there at all. Now it's Mbappe. Kong and Hanoi still without a single shot on target. Kaka. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And claimed it back swiftly.
Liverpool definitely like their pressing from the front.
Yeah, it's relentless at times, Jim, isn't it? High energy, high intensity.
Standard practice nowadays, Peter. Make sure you don't give your opponents any time to think on the ball.
Timber. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Can he get on the end of this? Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Ibrahimovic.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be
That
commended.
could set him on his way. He is through here. And the shot! It's there! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
You felt it was coming. 1-0.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Can he finish?
He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
Shevchenko! And he has kept it out somehow.
Shevchenko is offering a wry smile there.
And he's being shifted off it. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Now it's Mbappe. Looking for options for movement. Oh, nicely intercepted.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
Now it's Rodri. That pass has been well intercepted. He's got away.
That was lovely, that.
That's a risky ball, you've got to say. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. And here's Azar. Thinks one through. Azar providing an outlet on that flank. Vieira. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Silvestre picks it up out wide. He's picked his way through. Oh, takes a shot! It's a goal! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
It's shocking, the ease with which he was able to get into the space, and a player of his quality was highly unlikely to miss that.
Kong and Hanoi are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, it's a great time for them to keep the momentum going. I don't see any need to change the approach. Keep at it with the same intensity, and soon enough, they'll get another break.
Thuram is being told in no uncertain terms that this will be his final warning.
I don't think you need to be an expert lip reader to know what's being said here.
Now this could be a chance. Xavi. Xavi!
Xavi just dropped the shoulder to engineer the feint. Now he'll have to shoulder the blame.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. He's a sharp little ball here. And we've reached half-time.
Well, I don't think most of us were expecting a second, Peter. It's become pretty much the ideal half.
That certainly seems to be the case.
Well, both half-time team talks will undergo change now. One will be solid, the other needs to be pretty inspiring.
Kong and Hanoi looking composed, content, comfortable, leading 2-0 at half-time. Back on the way then. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Kaká. Kaká going face-to-face with his great rival. Kaká can so cleverly bypass the press. Bonucci. Ibrahimovic gets a good foot in there. Rijkaard. Taken back almost at once. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Bonucci did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Oh, great chance! Chance, surely! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And with that, it is pretty much a done deal.
Well, he had time to weigh up the fact that the keeper was vulnerable, and he duly lobbed him.
Kong and Hanoi find a position of real strength now. Rodri, now it's Cruyff, and he's picked out the run. Now Mbappe. Quarter of an hour into the second half. Well, that has not gone well. Xavi. Cruyff being watched hawkishly here.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
No foul, says the referee. Now that looks a decent ball, so no flag. Big chance! And that was very necessary. Mateus. Lovely bit of skill. And he's managed to get free. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Thuram. Here's a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Bonucci. Rodri. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Here's Vieira. Tries to play it through. And this is Ibrahimovic. Ibrahimovic was ultimately thwarted there, but it took a few of them to stop him.
Well, I think it's good he took the opportunity to run at that back line. I'm sure it won't deter him either.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Thuram. Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. That's good running with the ball. And he's had it nicked away. Mateus. And it's Azar. Azar will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Azar on a serious charge here. Azar. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup.
Substitution on the field. Number 10.
Well, the two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time.
Kaká. Number 16. Rodri. Number 11.
That has been cut short.
Number 17.
Seedorf was in no mood for any of that.
Coming on the field. Number 4.
Ronaldinho charging forward, the ball at his feet.
Number 21.
Saviola.
Number 15. Clarence Seedorf.
Silvestre.
Number 20. Deco. Number 13. Steven.
They really do have to make something of this. He has found the way through. Deco. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Now it's Owen. And he's got the beating of his man. Decent chance! And again! And there's a goal! They're back within reach! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
That's just as the manager would have seen it.
And time is up. So smiles all round as they shamelessly indulge in the post-whistle euphoria. A win achieved through the right balance of...
Ghi chấm trên bàn nhỏ có dễ như anh em hay nghĩ không? Bàn bánh trưng dùng bóng tiêu chuẩn 5,7 cm, kích thước đỗ là 9 cm, nhỏ hơn khá nhiều so với bàn câu lạc bộ, cho nên dù là bàn nhỏ nhưng việc ghi chấm cũng không hề dễ đối với người mới hay người tham gia chơi vận động. Muốn biết lời mình nói có đúng không thì mời anh em đến tận nơi để trải nghiệm. Chúng mình luôn chào đón anh em. Giá bàn mình có thể ở giỏ hàng góc trái, thông tin và chi tiết bàn.
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So it's down to business here. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, this one is pretty easy. It's got to be Aguero. How do you contain someone with the speed of movement, technical strength and finishing ability that he possesses? All I'm saying is that I'm glad it's not me trying to stop him.
Hard to disagree with that. It is the sort of situation he thrives in. Rodri. And that is a little undercooked. Now it's Yamal. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Silvestre. Oh, that's fabulous. Hakimi. Hakimi stood his ground strongly. Rodri. That's been slipped through. And he's managed to get free. And into the grateful arms of the keeper.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Oh, easy pickings there. Strokes it back. Oh, shooting chance! And it's a goal! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Engages and forces him off the ball. Great vision. And there's green grass ahead of him. And it's Rodri. Oh, such a clever touch. Rodri has it out wide and in space.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And he's had it nicked away. Now it's Aguero. Played out to the left flank. Looking for options for movement. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Chelsea clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Rodri gets across and deals with it. Yamal gets into a good position. Goes down, but nothing given. Rodri, a player who needs no introduction. And that pass just didn't quite work. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
They should have done a lot better there.
Takes a shot! And it's in! They have come roaring back!
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
So smooth, a signature finish.
Well, you've always got to have players that are willing to make the runs, and when you keep plugging away, that will happen.
Chelsea restore parity.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Threads one in. Bonucci spots it and intercepts. No, that's been intercepted. Knocks it out wide. Back where it came from. O'Reilly, not one to pass up the chance to run at the defence. He loves... And it's Cruyff. Can he finish? Oh, good finish. And they get themselves in front.
The skill and the confidence was just brilliant, and he showed both a quick head and even quicker feet.
Kong and Hanoi have their lead. Hakimi. He's a sharp little ball here. Caught offside that time. Now that looks a decent ball. Pass is just off target. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
He's picked his way through. Well, that's an excellent interception. Kong and Hanoi looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. And it's O'Reilly. And here's Aguero. Oh, he's not played the ball, that's a foul. Vieira has got the wrong side of the referee and got himself a yellow card for his troubles.
Well, when the ref tells you you're going to get booked next time, you should listen.
Hazard was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now it's Costa. Now it's Aguero. And it's been played through. Diego Costa. And the finish! Now, who's going to be first to this? That's travelling a long way. And he cuts out the supply. Kaka. And it's Kaka. And he's been shifted off it. And he's intervened well there. And for the first half, that is that. Well, the scoreline at half-time, a fair reflection of things overall, you'd have to say that. There was certainly no lack of effort or endeavour in the first half. Yeah, neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They want a good start to the second half.
Kong and Hanoi are leading by one in a finely poised game. It's 2-1 at half-time. Back on the way then. And this is Diego Costa. Varane did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
Diego Costa. Oh, well played, well played. Well, he was clear. Tries a shot!
Tao đá kiểu lôn như chuyền quả bóng cái đi. Mai em mày.
Remarkable powers of recovery.
Exactly what you want to see from your players. Courage. Fight in the face of adversity. You couldn't ask for much more.
There was no getting to that. No getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Chelsea dragged themselves back again.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
He's looking wide. Driven in.
Well played and well cleared. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Địt mẹ mất trỏ vừa vì đéo phi vào vãi lồn thật.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Substitution for Chelsea, number 26, Sergio Aguero. Number 19,
He's had a fair tumble under that challenge.
Lamine Yamal.
Kong and Hanoi have a free kick.
Eden Hazard. Coming on the field, number 9.
Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance.
Well, he knew what he was taking on there, Peter, and special delivery from the ref.
Pinches it off him.
Serginho.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
Oh,
Now it's Cruyff. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And no, he's seen through all of that. Kaká. Nice interception, well timed. And he can thump it away. Ball swung in. And this is Luis Suarez. He can run onto that. Just about within shooting range. And there's a goal. And the comeback is complete. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
And in a trice, the substitute has scored already.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on?
Ibrahimovic! That's a
Oh,
fine
yeah.
save.
Absolutely terrific. Terrific reflexes. Goalkeeping at its very best.
Cruyff. Cruyff going face-to-face with his great rival.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Rodri has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. And it's Kaká. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
It's a promising position. Looking to play him in. Bonucci.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
And it's made its way to him. Ambitious ball here. And he's heaved it away and claimed it back swiftly. Hakimi. Barcola. He has found the way through. Early ball out from the back. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Alaba kept his eye on it, and he's there. And that's gone loose. Looking for the run. O'Reilly is in a really good position out wide. Now it's Bellingham. So much time and space here. Barcola! And he's there to clear it. Out towards the flank. That's a cute ball.
That's a modern defender's instinct from a modern coach's mindset.
That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from
กดไม้แอร์ใหม่
Nicely spread. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside.
Substitution for Chelsea, number 4.
Well, the two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time.
Nuno Mendes.
Bellingham. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Kong and Hanoi with a corner and hardly any time left on the clock.
Well, they've got to get everyone forward, and maybe even the keeper.
Vieira! And there goes their last chance. Kong and Hanoi can look back at this result with regret.